All right, well, we're here with another episode of our NAFter Hours here at New American Funding. Very excited for our next guest. We got Norm Blaskoski. Did I say that right?
Nope, it's
All right.
Blaskoski.
Blaskoski. Okay, my apologies. Well, either way, Norm and I have worked together at a prior institution. It took him a few no's before he said yes, which really we'll dive into a little bit today. And obviously, got my regional manager Josh Martin as well too to help lead the call. So, Norm. I really, know that this has been, a journey of love, for us both and really something that I feel like has really started to blossom. We opened up our office in Eagle back in October. You're very committed to the BCA and really just been a leader from the front. I don't know of any other leaders within our region that are out in market as much as you. Being the leader that you should be. So, very blessed to have you here at New American Funding. And, I really just want to, highlight the fact that we're proud of the work that you're putting in the Eagle, Idaho, Treasure Valley market. And I'll allow Josh to kind of go a little bit deeper on some questions we have for you. But before we do that, Norm, you said no a couple different times. For anybody out there, wanting to learn more about New American Funding, what advice might you give them?
Well, yeah, thanks so much, Craig. And it's just been a great experience for me over the last year. Obviously, I've known you for a really long time, so it was hard to say no. But sometimes you're just happy where you are, and you just don't necessarily know what's out there or what you're missing. And I was at a great place, absolutely loved it. And the more that, even though I trusted you and knew you as a friend, it took a little while to break it down to really show me what New American had to offer. And the more I got to know the company and the culture and some of the things that were available to us that I'll tell you a little bit about later, I really just kind of got hooked. And then the fact that I got to trust in the people that I work with and that I know as leaders and the company, it just made all the difference. And I can say a year later, I'm about as happy as you could be with the change that I made.
So the proper answer there is Norm is don't say no.
Well, just do your due
Hey,
diligence and think about it. It's a big decision and make sure it's right for you. But for
for
me, it
sure.
was right. And for the people that we've brought on, it's been a great experience.
Norm, in the last year, I've gotten to obviously get to know you a lot better. I've known you now for about 5 years, but last year obviously a lot better, and it's been amazing to see your leadership skills. You're a great public speaker. You're doing big things here in the Treasure Valley. You're so set up with all the builders and whatnot. What kind of success or what's driving that success? I know you're doing the broker tour that you kind of set up from the ground up. Tell us about some of that.
Oh, thanks, Josh. A lot of it starts at the core of the company of what we have to offer that gives me a reason to go into the community and talk. So we get to go to realtors' offices with a reason. We do something called buy before you sell, which is unique to this market. We have lots of options that can help save all contingencies for realtors. And every realtor that I've met could have a contingency issue. And so we get to a chance to get up and speak to them, and it's just a way to get into that office, and that's been fantastic. And then Craig really helped me with this, and this is the difference when you have leadership who actually is involved in your business, is he drove and he said, Norm, we got to start this broker tour. They don't have it in the Treasure Valley. We have it all in Northern California. And I was like, humming a little bit because I knew how much work it was going to take. And he helped and he got the ball rolling and he really pushed. And then there was one week where he showed up and he goes, you know how great this is? I didn't have to do anything anymore because it took a little nudge and a push. And then all of a sudden we realized we could do it. So there's a lot of that spirit here at New American Funding. Like if you believe you can do it, there's the support that will do it. As a branch manager, and this is just a leader comment, I would have never taken this role if I didn't have the support that I have here because I'm a producing branch manager. How do
Yeah.
you manage every little detail if you're producing? You can't. And so our system is built that way, and it's really, really been exciting. And that's why we're hitting good numbers and our people are happy.
Well, you've told me before, it's, the other organizations that you've been at, you've seen leaders there, people in your same position, but they're just constantly stuck in the weeds. They're pushing files. And I know that you've mentioned that here at NAF, you don't have to at least get stuck in the weeds, but you also have the support of obviously myself, Craig, and all of our ops team. So,
Well,
bravo.
And just to that, I mean, you have to push to your strengths. My strength is not in the weeds. My strength is out in public. And if
Yeah.
I want to
Great.
get you in front of people and talk and sing the praises of our company, I don't want to just sit there and manage a computer all day. I'll help you structure and strategy and how do we win this deal and like what program is there. But I don't want to do all that stuff. That's just not what I'm good at. And I told Craig, I'm like, I'm not going to be a branch manager if I have to do that. And he goes, no, Norm, I just want you to be out. And so I was like, okay, then we're going to be at every event. We're going to push. NAF rolls deep. Everyone knows NAF wasn't even here in Idaho, but now everyone knows 3, 4, 5 people from
Yeah.
NAF with our shirts on. We're all showing up because we believe in it. And so we're a team and it's just that starts at the top. And thank you guys for both of your help and leadership. And I'm glad we've got to grow. And I'm glad I didn't say no a fourth time because I'd be pretty bummed if I did.
That would have been devastating.
Well, for the sake of time, I know these videos can only go as much as 10 minutes. And I just want to, personally, again, Norm, thank you for, jumping on today. I really want to also just provide some perspective that when people want infinite possibilities, the hardest thing is to look under the hood, but it doesn't hurt you if you're not happy. And we don't want to be a distraction if you are happy. Ultimately, when it was Norm's time, when he was ready, he looked under the hood and he found that maybe there might be a place where he can have a better quality of life balance, people that support him locally, and an opportunity to really grow within his leadership skills, which he's blossomed with. So don't limit your potential. If you're in the Treasure Valley or in Idaho at all, and you're looking at maybe, is your company the best fit? The reality is the only thing constant in this business is change. So I'm not trying to change anything that's going on with your life today, but if you're not happy, raise your hand, reach out to Norm, reach out to Josh, reach out to myself. We want to be a helping hand. And like Norm said, a lot of us are producing managers. We don't want to do a lot of this stuff behind the scenes that Josh and I can offer for you as well. So with that, I know that we're trying to break into Canyon County. That's our next kind of market. If you're out there and you're watching, you know who you are. But with that, thanks again, Norm and Josh, for this next episode. And you guys all know what we're talking about. But
Thanks, boss.
Have a great day, great weekend. Take care, everybody.